welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it as we welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Sens. Hello, April.
Hi, Keith. How are you?
I am very well, thank you. And listen, every time we bring you in, we talk about how color makes a difference. And here, as we think about a wonderful way to celebrate green, as we got St. Patty's Day coming up, I'm looking forward to what we have for a colorful dish today.
Yes, absolutely. I love to talk about colorful produce, especially at this time of year. It's the perfect match to what we have going on. It's springtime, getting into that season, getting into the season of St. Patrick's Day, and everybody gets excited about all the veggies that they're going to catch at the parade and those types of things. But you can go to Rouse's and go right into the produce section and catch all those veggies right there in the produce section at Rouse's as well. So make sure you stop by and get some cabbage and get all of those fun things that you like around the St. Patrick's Day time. Now, I'm going to show you a great recipe that you can make with some of the things that you might catch at the parade. And one thing is, a lot of times you might catch like a whole carrot, or you might be buying some carrots at Rouse's. And so I'm going to show you something you can make with it. And it is a carrot and raisin salad. And it's also going to have a green apple in it.
Ooh.
So what I did was, I like to take the easy route, and I did grab the matchstick carrots from Rouse's to make this recipe. I took the matchstick carrots and I just chopped them finely and put them in this bowl. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix this in. What I love about this is a super simple salad. It's great whenever the weather starts getting warmer and things like that. Just to remind you, while I'm making this salad, I'm going to put in this green apple chopped up right here, is that, cabbages is a great time to get cabbage, asparagus, a great time to get that as well. Your green salads, like I said, your Granny Smith apples that I just put in here, and carrots. It's just such a great, colorful time to be able to add a lot of color to your plate and be able to eat some nutritious foods. Ooh, I have something else green right here too. This is some chopped parsley.
Oh,
And
okay.
the recipe just calls for a little bit of chopped parsley. I like to add a lot, okay? Because I love the color, I love the smell, the fragrance once you start chopping up that parsley. So I'm putting in all the parsley leaves from the bunch.
Okay.
Also, a half cup of I have golden raisins. You can use your traditional raisins if you want to. I love the way the golden raisins look. Look at the colors in this bowl. It
What a
just looks like
perfect
a
blend.
rainbow in a bowl right now.
It does.
The next thing you're going to add is going to be some pecans, some chopped up pecans. I grabbed these from the bulk nut section in the produce section at Rouse's. And so those are really super simple to add. You can toast them if you want to put in this recipe, but you don't have to. And then here's where you're going to think of 3 tablespoons of each. Okay, so I got 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. This is going to be our little dressing that we're going to make. I have 3 tablespoons of mayo. Okay, use what kind you like. And then I have 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, which I'm using this Rouse's apple cider vinegar. After I open mine, I put it in the refrigerator, and I use it in lots and lots of recipes. And we're also going to be adding in 3 tablespoons of Rouse's honey. And so that's pretty easy to remember those measurements, right?
Right.
And then we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Yeah, so simple. And then we're just going to mix this up, and it's just going to make the most beautiful salad that is perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So, Keith, what do you get excited about when it comes to, things to eat at St. Patrick's Day during this time of year, as far as like the vegetables and things are concerned?
Well, again, it's kind of the greens that really kind of stand out to me. We always do cabbage dishes. And so start, you start with cabbage and it's green and ends up becoming white. But, a lot of your cabbage starts with that green for us. And so spinach as well is another one of those things. But I love the fact that you're added parsley to that.
Yes.
From a fragrance standpoint and from just the way that it makes it better. For me, I will tell you, salads to me always get much better when we add pecans, especially because they're so easy to get right there at Rouse's.
Yep, I love the crunch from that too.
Yeah.
You brought up the cabbage,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of people think about, oh, I have to cook cabbage. You actually can make a nice coleslaw with the cabbage, and you can make a lot of it when it comes
Yeah.
to when you buy a head of cabbage. You can really get a lot out of this. Another thing too, if a lot of people like to eat soup year round, so cabbage is always great to add to a vegetable soup. And then just think about all the things that we have coming up. A lot of people are going to be doing some grilling and things like that outside, as the weather and the summer progresses. And so cabbage is always a great pairing. You can also get some that's in the bag, the little coleslaw mix in the bag as well, if you're not into chopping it up. But
Right.
it's so simple. And there's some great recipes on rouses.com. And if you just search cabbage, a bunch of cabbage recipes will pop up, and you'll have some great ideas from that as well.
And it's so very nutritious. It's got little to no fat in it. And it's one of those things that really can sustain you because it's a great vegetable, got lots of nutrients in it, and very little fat. So it's one of those more perfect foods, if you will.
Cabbage and ground meat is
Mm.
one of my favorite dishes because like you said, it's nice and hearty. It has a great flavor as well.
Some wonderful recommendations. And as colorful as always, Erin and I are now starving, looking at this beautiful salad, these cabbage options. And so we can't thank you enough for sharing those great ideas with us today, April.
Thank you so much, Keith.
All right. And that will do it for this particular edition of Eat Right with Rouses. Don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.